it, bring it. Hey fam, what's up, what's up, what's up? This is Robert Anton here, robertanton.com, coming to you with your no-frills American Idol commentary from a singer. Yes, sirree. So we are at the top 7, and let me tell you, it is just crazy talent going on right now. Everybody is so good, and that's how it should be. Before I start out telling you what happened on this performance, I want to say that James, Durbin, and Jennifer Hudson will be performing tomorrow night on the Results Show. Make sure to tune in and tweet with me on So You Want to Be a Singer at Twitter. Twitter. They started out with clips of DeAndre being booted off and the contestants' reactions. It was kind of sad. Then Tommy Hilfiger stopped by the mansion to take the kids to get some offstage outfits. And, you know, he's just saying that they need to look just as good offstage as they do and keep their style going offstage as they do on stage. And the theme tonight was music from 2010 until today. So 2010, 11, and 12. Popular contemporary music. Everybody's been asking for it, and we finally get some of it. Akon was helping mentor, and they had segments before each performance of the contestants going back home. Alright, so let's jump into it with the first contestant, Skylar, Laine. She did Didn't You Know How Much I Loved You by Kellie Pickler. She played the guitar for this, right? And the song fit her voice very well and gave her a chance to really show off her higher range a bit. And this was a sweet rendition for me from the beginning to the end. I just love the way she sounded. I love how she took all of this range all the way up to the top, you know, and she was just solid. She was just solid, like, oh, rock on it, you know what I'm saying? J-Lo and Randy said she was in perfect pitch on this difficult song. Colton Dixon was up next. He did Love the Way You Lie by Skylar Grey. It was written by Skylar Grey. It's popularized by Rihanna and Eminem. He got a lot of advice in the mentoring session right now about this battle between him and Phillip. You know, they trying to start a battle between him and Phillips. So they said, how can you usurp Phillips, because sooner or later it's going to come down to you and him as far as, you know, the female vote. As far as the performance, he started out playing a white piano, a nice vocal with some of good falsetto-y notes and a really good intensity. I liked the performance, though I did feel like it was just a little bit of a disconnect for me. I think it probably was because he was at the piano, and I think a lot of his energy was going into that. But when they showed the clip at the end of him doing like the big high part, oh my God, I was like, wow, did I miss that in the performance or what? I heard it, but it just didn't resonate as much as it did in the whole song as it did in that one little segment. He said the song wasn't his first choice and that Jimmy and Akon had steered him to it. I think that is a good thing. I think he's going to be really happy about that. I don't even see him being in the bottom 3 yet. So they're also doing duets again, and they have the same duet partners from last week. Phillips and Elise Testone did Somebody I Used to Know by Gotye, who I didn't know last week. I heard they also did this song on Glee. Okay, not Phillip and Elise, but 2 people did it on Glee. Now, if you saw Glee, let me know who you thought did a better rendition. I believe it was Laine and his brother who did it on Glee. I saw a little bit of the clip on YouTube. So, Phillip and Elise had a nice blend together, just like last week. And I think it seems like she does hold him back from going all poster. You know? You know, I'm like, he had such, he was more laid back and he didn't give us that I don't like so much. And it came off so much better for him as far as I'm concerned. It was such a quirky song and I think it fit them both very well. And I also like the silly segment they did before this song came on. It was kind of funny. You have to watch the clip here on YouTube to see it. The judges said she was better on this song than Phillip, and she chose the song, she knew the song better, and they thought she shined a little better on it. Next up, Jessica Sanchez. She did Stuttering by Jazmine Sullivan. Oh yes sir, bring it! Jimmy said her voice can move anybody, and Akon said she has so much control for her age, which is sure, and he said she's gonna be a legend someday. She started out in this performance sitting on the piano with some steps to get her down, right? But this was a gorgeous rendition with the perfectly placed notes and a lot of emotion. Another solid performance from Jessica Sanchez. I mean, I could gloat and talk about her forever, but it just was another solid performance from BB Sanchez, or what was it, BB Chan. Her and J-Lo had on the same shoes also. So I want to kill this stylist or either Ryan for continually pointing it out, that they're picking out like the same stuff out of the bins that they have there for them. Joshua Ledet was up next with Runaway Baby by Bruno Mars. I like that he chose another up-tempo personally, and he was really getting into the rhythm, and his enunciation was crazy. I mean, it was just like, he was getting it out. The Tina Turner dancer on the top of the steps was also a good touch. And the band though. The band could have been a lot lower in the mix. I thought they were really loud and almost overpowering. The judges gave him the only standing ovation of the night. And he celebrated his 21st birthday this week. And they had a clip with Fantasia saying happy birthday to him from Fantasia to Mantasia. Oh, go ahead on! I love Fantasia, if y'all don't know already. His father was also in the audience, and Ryan invited him up on stage to hug his son. There was a lot going on in this little segment right here, and it was very enjoyable, very personable. It gave him more of a personality, I think. Colton, Dixon, and Skylar Laine were the next duet. They did Don't You Want to Stay by Kellie Clarkson and Jason Aldean. They also had a very nice chemistry and blend. They're still trying to push this, are they dating or are they not? I was joking on Twitter that are they trying to do like the Hunger Games star-crossed lover kind of thing on, you know, I mean, even with the whole competition with him and Phillip, and then with her, they just trying to do a little bit too much as far as I'm concerned. I'm talking about the Idol producers. Okay, so Skylar was at the piano singing. She had walked away from him to do her little solo, and I was laughing because I was like, she sounds like her voice is already auto-tuned. Just for some reason, just the way her voice sounds, I was like, it sounds like it's already auto-tuned to me. Hollie Cavanagh did Perfect by Pink. Jimmy said she gets the Last Note award. She started out sitting on a stool with a guitar player strumming next to her. And a lot of people on Twitter were talking about the attractiveness of this guitar player. You have to check it out for yourself and let me know what you think. I felt like she was getting the message of the song, and she was singing for her life, really. She was trying her best to be perfect, look good, sing the song well, get into the emotion and everything. She was working hard on this performance. She gave us a nice big last perfect note. It was very, very good, you know, almost last note it was, but she just let it out. The music stopped. She let it go a little longer, almost too long, but I think it was just perfect, just right in there. And then boom, she finished out very nicely. The judges said, all of them were saying she wasn't perfect and she didn't need to be perfect and blah blah blah, but they did say this was better than last week. I don't know why they're continually picking on her, but I guess they got to pick on somebody, because somebody can't say everybody is great, you know. But I thought she did very well on this. I thought she has a lot of potential, and you know what? If she does go home this week, which is quite possible, it's only 7 people and 3 of them have to be in the bottom 3 and somebody has to go home. If she does, she has done very well. And tomorrow night, Jennifer Hudson is performing, and she went home 7, so it's not such a bad place to be. Phillips wanted to do a little Maroon 5, so he did Give a Little More. I'm not really familiar with this song, but as far as Phillip, you know, at one point, and I've been saying every week, I talk the same thing from Phillip. And I really think that he has only one emotion, or I thought that he has only one emotion, you know, that, but it was good to see him scale it back in this place, you know, and I wrote in the crazy department. In this song, he scaled it back a lot. He almost went there, but then he pulled it back and kept kind of like the smile and stuff. You could see him actively smiling through the song. So I think that kind of helped him to, you know, soften the blow just a little bit. J-Lo said it was underwhelming for her. And Randy said it wasn't his greatest performance. I'm glad that he finally got some kind of constructive criticism from J-Lo and Randy, but I don't know why J-Lo is just noticing that he's always doing pretty much the same thing. You didn't know this 3 performances ago. For me, this was actually one of his better performances, because I don't like that he always goes to that. How can you interpret a song and every single song be the exact same emotion? That is my thing about it. He's not interpreting the song if all of them have the exact same emotion, that exact same grit. Anyway, We had a trio from Hollie, Jesse, and Joshua. They did Stronger by Kellie Clarkson. Joshua started this out. Jessica came in. She came in a little soft. I don't know if it was her or if it was her mic not coming up in time enough. And then Hollie nailed her interest. I thought the harmonies could have been better on this, especially in the chorus when they were, because Joshua was coming in with almost like a gospel-y type choir thing, but I think it was just not enough commitment to it. It just wasn't, it seemed like it just wasn't, it wasn't solid. They weren't sure of the harmonies and things that were going on. They tried to work it out, but I think it lacked some conviction personally. Jessica had some good wailing moments on the last chorus they did, and of course Joshua came in with his high note. The ending was tight. They just, boom, stopped it like this on a dime. It was really, really nice. Elise Testone closed out the night with You and I by Lady Gaga. She wanted to start out playing the drums, and they didn't like that, so she started out playing the piano. I think it was just a chance to show her playing another instrument and showing that she is a real artiste. She kind of rocked out on this, but it was missing a little something for me. I thought it was a pretty decent performance, but no wow moment in it. Everybody was saying on Twitter, you know, that Haley Reinhart did this last time. Who did it better? If you saw Haley's performance, you saw Elise's tonight. I personally, from what I remember, Haley did it better because she had a lot more, I don't know, it was just, again, I think maybe it was just conviction. It was just being there and being in that moment. I thought, once again, she sounded really good. But I really think she's going to be in the bottom three again, her and Hollie. And I don't know who else. Maybe the way the voting has been going, probably Skylar, because the little girls are really voting hard for the guys. But also maybe Joshua. Let's see, who do you think the bottom three is going to be? Because last week, you guys were on point with the bottom three, and a lot of you had who was going home. This is Robert Anton, robertanton.com, with your American Idol commentary. I am out. Peace.